Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel on human design. I'm Pragya, and this week I'm back with yet another video on this series, I guess you could say, that I'm making videos on, which is all about how to treat different aura types in relationship so that they can experience and you in turn can experience fulfillment in that relationship. In other words, what it is that different types need to experience in relationships in order to feel successful or satisfied or peaceful or adequately surprised. This week, I'm going to be talking about projectors, which I don't know if you know, but I'm a projector, specifically a 2-4 mental projector. And so obviously, there is a lot of lived experience that I can speak to that can potentially help you understand what it is that specifically brings fulfillment to a projector in a relationship and how you can show up for your projector partner in order to make them feel loved. So, the first thing to understand about a projector is the nature of the projector aura. Projectors have focused and absorbing auras. And as long as the projector gets to focus and absorb the other without resistance, a projector can experience true fulfillment in relationship and actually true fulfillment in the world itself. You see, something to understand about aura types is that every aura has a role and function. And until and unless it gets to fulfill that role, it is not really going to experience true fulfillment because it's not being its full expression out in the world, because it's having to compromise on its full expression, because it's having to pretend to be someone different than it is. So, a projector, in essence, to feel successful, to feel like a relationship is sweet and worthy of being in, needs to feel like they are recognized for their ability to look deeply into the other. And to not only be able to look deeply into the other, but also be recognized for their ability to understand the pattern that is the other and to be able to successfully guide them towards their satisfaction, towards their peace, towards their surprise, or towards their success. You see, ultimately, success for a projector is not really a personal success. I, as a projector, can have a base level of success in my life because I have other people in my life who I successfully guide and empower to be themselves. And because I'm able to successfully guide and empower others around me, that I actually get to experience sweetness in my life. In other words, for your projector partner to experience success in relationship to you, it is really important, one, that they are properly recognized and invited into the relationship for being themselves. And while there are so many different kinds of projectors, and different projectors are here to be invited for completely different purposes. I mean, we are all entirely unique. But the most common thing that you invite a projector for in a relationship is their awareness, is their ability to see, and not necessarily their ability to do. And even as I say that, I know that there are energy projectors who are very much here to participate in the energy game in one way or another. But even then, the essence of a projector aura is that it is receptive to the other, it is focused on the other, it is attentive to the other, and the other wants that attention. The other recognizes that the projector has an inherent ability to really be able to see who they are and to guide them when their guidance is needed. That projectors are here to master others so that others can master themselves. That projectors are here to master the world around them so that the world around them can master itself. So, having this deep sense of respect for the ability of the projector to be aware of you is really necessary for you to have a sweet, successful relationship with a projector, for you to have a fulfilling relationship with a projector. Now, in like really common practical ways, like say, okay, you have this deep respect for your projector, you invite them into a relationship. How does it actually show up in the course of your relationship? Do you have to continue recognizing them? Do you have to continue inviting them? I would just say it doesn't hurt. It never hurts. There is really something so deeply activating for a projector when the other recognizes them. There is this sharpness to the aura and this this sense of I can really, really focus on you because you really, really want me to focus on you. And there is like a special kind of magic that happens in moments when you recognize a projector and you invite them to guide you. Now, I also understand that it can be tiring for you as the partner of a projector to keep recognizing them and to keep inviting them over little things. And I don't think that's necessary either. But I do think that in certain moments, leading with recognition and invitation formally, even though you're in a formal relationship together, can actually be really helpful and create a lot more fulfillment in the relationship. One of the things that I think works wonders if you have a projector partner is you expressing that you want to spend quality time with them. The thing is, an empowered projector doesn't want to obsessively focus on you all the time either, because nobody wants to be pierced into all the time. And there are plenty of things, plenty of systems, plenty of um, concepts, for me especially, that a projector wants to explore on their own. Projectors are inherently awareness beings, are inherently intelligent, intellectual beings, and they have loads of intellectual pursuits that can really benefit their process. But true success, true application of all the patterns that we learn about only comes through when others invite us to project into them and to guide them because we have mastered what it is that we are looking at. So, inviting projectors into quality time can do wonders for your relationship. And I can assure you, quality time over quantity time is going to work so much better for you and your projector partner. See, another aspect to understand here is that yes, us projectors have this ability to be highly attentive to you and absorb the frequency that you are in a really, really personal way. But that process is also quite taxing and tiring. And I don't want to do that all the time either. If you want my attention all the freaking time, that's exhausting. So I would just prefer my partner to specifically invite me into spending quality time with me rather than asking me to respond all day long. This is another thing, like, especially in a relationship between a generator and a projector. A generator just wants to be responding all the time. They want to be asked yes and no questions. They want an opportunity for external stimuli to come into their aura so that they can understand what it is that they have energy for and what it is that they don't have energy for. They are open, enveloping, responding beings. Now, if you're an open, enveloping, responding being, your tendency to engage with your partner over little things is a lot more. And there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe perhaps it can be a little tiring for your projector partner and they can feel like they're having to respond or generate energy that they don't really have. This gets me to another point. I'm sure every projector would say, I'm not interested in small talk. I am not interested in something superficial or surface level. If you come spend time with me, if you want to be with me, come, let's sit down and let's actually dive deep. Let's actually uncover something. Because ultimately, they are awareness types. Their fulfillment doesn't come from the expression of their energy, their fulfillment comes from the ability to share their awareness, the ability to share what it is that they see. And of course, it can look slightly different for energy projectors. But in essence, for projectors, their fulfillment is about what it is that they recognize outside of themselves and what happens in the world around them because they recognize the world around them. So, deep conversations, quality time, having this deep sense of respect for what it is that your projector partner sees, inviting them to share what it is that they see, can be so fulfilling and create so much sweetness for you if you're in a relationship with a projector. I can also pretty much confirm that your projector partner loves words of affirmations. And I think that's just another way of saying they love to be recognized. They love to be complimented. They love to be told that they're having some kind of a deep impact in your life. And I know impact is a keynote that we often use for the manifestor, but a projector really wants to know that it's meaningful to you, that they're in your life, that their presence is actually bringing something to light, that their presence is actually touching you in one way or another. Ultimately, you see, projector success is about the success of the world around the projector. And hearing that that is happening even in the smallest ways can really, really increase the amount of sweetness in your relationship with a projector. If you're a generator in relationship with a projector, understand that your projector partner does not have the same kind or similar kind of energy resources as you. They're never going to be able to work as much as you, that they're never going to be able to contribute energetically as much as you, and that expecting that out of them can create a lot of resentment in the relationship. Having said that, you also have limited amount of energy and perhaps not a response to get everything done that needs to be done, and coming to some kind of a compromise or some kind of a solution for those things by having a conversation with your projector is perhaps going to be a lot more helpful than expecting them to get it done and getting frustrated when it doesn't happen that way. A projector is not really here to contribute energetically, and if you have that expectation from your projector partner, it is important for you to ask yourself, am I truly recognizing and inviting this projector into my life for who it is that they are? It is true that projectors, because they have this ability to really probe into other and understand the other, that they can become very manipulative in the course of a relationship, sometimes highly codependent. And those are all things that projectors need to take responsibility for. But it is also important for you as the partner of a projector to take responsibility for who it is that you are in a relationship with, and if you really want to be in relationship with a non-energy type. Are you with them because you want their awareness? Are you with them because you want their guidance? Or are you with them because you want them to meet you 50-50, or you want them to be like you and you kind of love their attention a little bit on the side? If you're a reflector in relationship with the projector, having deep conversations about what it is that you can see in the world because you are both awareness types can be really fulfilling. But a reflector is specifically designed to be a part of a group and sample multiple auras at the same time, whereas a projector is designed to be a one on one being. And so that is a difference that is important to understand and reconcile with and accept. Your partner is going to want to spend one on one time with you, and you're going to want to spend time in groups with different people. And this isn't personal. It is just pure mechanics. A manifestor and projector dynamic can also be a little bit difficult unless there is this deep acceptance of each other's nature. The manifestor has a closed aura that wants to initiate and, in some sense, lead the way. The projector has a penetrating aura that constantly wants to penetrate the manifestor, which the manifestor does not want or enjoy unless they specifically want that. This is not to say a manifestor and projector relationship cannot work. I've seen plenty of them. But it obviously has to be correct, and there has to be a deep understanding of each other's inherent nature without blaming and shaming each other for who it is that they are. You see, every relationship has its own dilemmas, has its own challenges. But what human design teaches us, what human design brings to light, is that the way to be in successful, satisfied, peaceful, surpriseful relationships is to enter into them correctly as yourself, and then to understand who it is that you are and who it is that the other is in that relationship, and to deeply accept each other's difference, to not want them to be different than they are, and to not need yourself to be different than you are. If I could offer any advice to people when it comes to modern day relationships and dating, is number one, be discerning, engage with others in a way that is correct for you to engage with others, be your own authority, make your own decisions from a place of of your unique inherent deep intelligence. And two, acceptance. Accept the other for who it is they are. And if you can, even move beyond acceptance to genuine appreciation. That is what happens when you start experimenting with human design, because when you begin to accept and love your own uniqueness and express your own uniqueness out in the world, you understand the value of what that brings to the table, and you want that for everyone else around you. Of course, this doesn't mean that you have to love everyone and appreciate everyone. There are plenty of differentiated beings that I want nothing to do with. But I do inherently have fallen in love with the concept of uniqueness. And as a unique being, I want to see more and more uniqueness out in the world as well. And not be threatened by that difference, and not be threatened by how someone else expresses themselves or how they need to move through the world in order to experience their fulfillment. I think this is the epitome of being empowered, nine centered beings. That you are so secure in your Maya, that you are so secure in your uniqueness, that you can't help but empower the uniqueness of others around you. And inherently, that's what I think love is. As Ra would say, if I can allow you to be yourself and you can allow me to be myself, then that's love. Anything else is torture. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.